Ready for another round? It's Brewsday Tuesday. Here is Huck and Big Nate.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
The
Quoting
sound we
to
like.
quote Ace Ventura. That is a sound we like, and hopefully this I know I've already seen these beers, so I think this round will be better. By the way, Miller High Life, as I thought, does not hold up to
Corona.
what I remember it being in
Oh,
college. Or
yeah.
I mean even I don't know. That's a real race to the bottom. It's like the
Yeah, we didn't even rate them. They were so low. Yuck. I'm sorry if you people out there, I know who you are. I'll tell my friends I'm going to do the radio show, and they go, "Oh, well, I just like regular beer." I said, "No, you just like crappy beer." I would use another word, but then you would yell at me. So, yes. So, anyway, moving on to the second segment, I couldn't find four really short beers. I was looking for Rolling Rock and the other one you were talking about. I can't. Mickey's. I was looking for
Mickey's.
a Rolling Rock and a Mickey's. I couldn't find either.
I'm
I'm not sure they make Rolling Rock in the little bottles anymore.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Mickey's is probably a good thing. I mean, that's worse than High Life or Corona.
Yeah, it probably is. But the Rolling Rock, if you
I like
drink
Rolling Rock.
Pabst Blue Ribbon or Bud Light, you'll like Rolling
Rolling
Rock.
Rock's a good one.
It's a similar beer to those, in my opinion. Now, so I couldn't find really small beers. So these are both 11.2 ounce cans. Don't
Still,
ask me.
still little beers.
I'm sure it has to do something with the
The metric
whatever
system.
is that they call it, what they use in Europe.
Yeah.
In America, we don't say it. It's like it was 3 football fields long. It was the size of blue whale. We'll do anything not
but the metric system.
not the metric, right? So anyway, actually in after these nasty beers, I actually have two really good beers. I think for this segment, we shall see Saint Bernardus Winter. It's a wheat. Well, it's Watou. I guess that's wheat in whatever language they speak there.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Don't often see 11.2 ounce cans.
No, I had to look in three different stores to find these.
So that's an impressive find alone. I've got the Valdieu
Valdieu.
Bière d'Abbaye.
Yeah, that's good beer.
Abdu beer, which is a product of Belgium, which is why I can't speak that language. It's an authentic Abbey ale based on the recipe perfected centuries ago by the monks of Abbey du Valdieu. And I mean, it's a high ABV, 7%. So 11.2 ounces of 7%.
Well, this is
Let's say
5%, and it's
Bernardus
also
X5.
a Belgian beer, but it's very, very light.
Do you think the people there know they're getting robbed of like 8/10 of an ounce? Do you think they know
I don't.
about the imperial system?
They probably do, but I mean, then what were those 19.6 ounce ones? I was reading somebody's website, and they actually were bragging about they had that size, and I'm like, what is it? Why is it?
We need, you know what we need to invest in because
What?
we're not going to learn it is a some sort of chart that converts the metric system.
Well, actually, I just asked my phone, and it tells me pretty quickly.
Well, now I'm curious. So 11.2
Just say
ounces
11.2
volume,
equals, and it'll probably say,
fluid ounce
oh,
11.2.
I think we should do stone in kilograms, centimeters.
So that's not even. It's 331 milliliters.
Maybe that has some significance.
Yeah, that doesn't. It's
Well,
3/10 of a liter, of course, because everything's thousandth.
if it was stone, 11.2 stone, that'd be 71 kilograms. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Well, if this is the metric system, that doesn't make sense either, because it's 331 milliliters with like a decimal after 0.22.
I get
So even
yeah.
in the metric system, this doesn't work. Why are they doing this?
Well, they messed up a whole big old batch of cans, and rather than eat them, they delivered them and said, "By the way, these only hold 11.2." Or wait, conspiracy theory, because I'm fond of those. All of them are 11.2, but for some reason they can lie and say they're 12 because of shrinkage, because it's the smallest month, right? We've got
There
it
you
all
go.
come right back
Tied
around.
it back.
Tied it back.
I liked your first theory. It reminds me of the Mitch Hedberg bit about Pringles is Really cool company. Initially, they wanted to make tennis balls, but on the day they were supposed to package them, a bunch of potatoes showed up, and they're like, "All right, we'll roll with it."
Is that what happened?
No, it's not what happened with Pringles, but it'd be funny if it did.
I know there's a lot. Pringles has their Twitter or something that they make fun of people. I can't get my hand in the can. You know, it's like I can't remember, but
Over.
yeah, it's like okay.
I feel like we talked about this a few weeks back. There's a reason there's a warning label on stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. We are gonna do all the stuff on the warning labels. Remember?
That's right. That needs to be our new tradition. Let's get some Pringles can. I think there's a Pringles can over in Kyle's office. I don't know if it has any chips in it. You'd have to reach to the bottom to check.
I would suggest that there are no chips in it because Kyle is, just past being a poor college student, so he's gonna eat all his chips.
That's incredibly
Chips
true.
don't last at my house. I don't know about your house.
He does. He fills his desk with beef jerky and potato chips.
Well,
Like he's got a whole drawer of like Drez used to have a drawer filled with files.
well,
Kyle's sitting at Drez's old desk and
Yeah.
it's filled with potato chips and jerky.
he would Drez is rolling over in his RV. So my wife and I are at the store, and she goes, "Well, let's get some wavy lays and some
French onion dip.
hell of a dip."
Hell of a good. You got to
Hell
go
of
with
a
the
good.
hell of a good.
So it's like
Dean's
that
is
would
nowhere
be
near as
great.
good.
So we go home, it's 3, 4 in the afternoon, and I do some chores around the house, wash the dishes, and do a little internet. And I go, "Hey, let me get some of
You
these
didn't get any,
chips."
did you?
And she's like, "Oh, I already ate them all."
Oh my God. I can't remember. I can tell you the last time I bought it was a week ago. I can't tell you the last time I was able actually to enjoy
Enjoy
the
it.
hell of a good dip. It is really good.
Well, I take it pretzels and dip it in them.
So like I've started getting the party size and then I just hide it in the back of the fridge. But the problem is I forget I bought
Yeah,
it.
and you got to be careful. It breaks down after about
Yeah.
2 weeks,
Yeah,
and it's not. It's like soup,
yeah.
not delicious
But
either.
it's so good once you get it fresh.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we're addicted to that.
I need to start hiding that stuff here at work.
Well, that's what I do is I'll buy like a big old instead of buying a big bag of chips, I'll buy a 12 pack of chips, and then I'll hide 3 bags.
Yeah.
And then she'll catch me though. Like I'll think she's passed out watching TV, and I'll be in the kitchen. I'll pull out the chips, she'll quietly open them, dip them, and here she is standing by me. What's that? You got another bag? Yes.
When the hell did you get in here?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, where'd you come from? She does that till my chair sits at an angle so I can look out the window. I'm in the kitchen, like the kitchen counter, and then I have my big
Yeah.
desk and all my screens, and they're all so she can come up behind me, and I don't know if she's there if I don't hear her. And usually I'm listening to music or playing Nintendo. Oh, by the way, I'm doing really well in that game.
Which one did you start with? Echoes of Wisdom?
Echoes of Wisdom, yeah.
I love that game.
I like that game. I didn't think I'd like it.
No, it came out really well.
You play the other ones and you feel like, oh, it's a violent war. And this one is like, oh, I'm not really killing anything. I'm just going to send my friend over there to kill stuff.
Yeah, it's so very passive. I kind of
Yeah.
I kind of think that's a cool concept.
Yeah,
just
it's
like
pretty neat. Yeah.
I like the turn-in
I'm
format.
just stupid though. You go, I mean, for example, you go you go to a new place and there's a flame bird. You kill the flame bird, and then you go in, there's some monster, you can't kill it. Then you go, wait a minute, I just killed a flame bird. Let me try that. But you have so many things you can throw out there. It's just
Well, what's really fun
crazy.
about that though is like after I played through it, I kind of went back and did another playthrough and like looked at what other people did in like certain situations, and it's like they were nowhere near
Right.
what I did, but they still felt like I love that like everyone
Well, I
can
go-
have a different experience.
If I'm having trouble, I will go on the internet and look. So I went and looked at the one. There's a big claw thing with it had diamonds on its legs. I couldn't figure out why. Well, I fought that thing for about an hour, and I finally went and looked, and they said this whole thing about how to do it right. And I went and I didn't do it all that. All I did is once I knew, I sent a different lightning thing after it, and I just killed the heck out of it with my big old sword. And then nobody said they have to send this and send that. I'm like, no, just go kill it.
It's the first, I will say, it's the first Legend of Zelda game I've played where that final boss took me like 4 or 5 tries to beat.
Oh,
just
really?
Because I was trying to like figure out the best strategy for it.
Oh, every boss takes me 4 or 5 tries. But I'm getting much better. When I started out, I couldn't walk on a wall. I'd fall off and die. But now I'm getting the controls down. Of course, Mr. Gadget, I bought a fancy controller. I don't use the ones that come with it. But we digress. It's a small game. Oh, just
It is a small game. It's
It
actually
really is.
one
I'm
of
more
the-
than halfway through, and I don't have that much time in it.
Yeah, it's not.
I think I'm more than halfway through. You never know.
It's a pretty good casual game, I think.
Yeah.
So
I'll
if you're
probably
looking
play
for
it twice and then
recommendations
give
from
it.
Huck and I, Echoes
Yeah.
of Wisdom,
Yeah, I'll give it back to you after I play through it twice.
and then you've got to play Link's Awakening.
Yeah, I got that. I want to play that. That'll be next.
Yeah, that's become my. I think the Switch is perfect because it's handheld,
Yeah.
so you can just sit there and be doing anything. And
Well, so's the thing I use.
like, do you? I say,
Well, I
but
plug it in a big TV.
you plug it into the TV.
Yeah, I can't see that well, so I have a large. I have one in the RV. I have a special TV just to game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
You know, we got all excited about Zelda. I haven't even tried this beer yet.
well, you should try it. I'm sure it's good. I know there's no beer in Zelda. The other thing about the Zelda games, not so much this one, but the Tears of the Kingdom and the Breath of the Wild, there's all these hot chicks that come up to him. None of them are going to give him any romance.
No,
I'm sad about that.
no, because he doesn't.
And some of them flirt with him and then they leave.
It's because he doesn't talk.
I know, he can't talk. Something happened. I can't remember what. It's in the legend somewhere.
Yes, and I mean the whole thing's a legend. And
Right.
yeah, there's no beer. You can make. You've got all these recipes in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but you can't get Link hammered.
Got smoothies in this new one.
You mean-
Smoothies. Everything's nice in this one, you know.
It's very. It's definitely a game. Like if you know you want to avoid your children being exposed to too much violence directly, it's a good choice.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, but I don't have any children. I have grandchildren.
All right. Well,
All right. Guess we've digressed enough.
we have
Happy February.
We've gotten off the rails. Happy February. Little beers. We got to rate these.
Oh, this one's a 5. This is a wheat beer from Belgium. Mm-mm-mm.
I don't know if I'm just so sorely affected from
Oh, the
the
bad beer.
Cornita that, but I'm also by the way, he's Hutch Beer Buzz on Untapped. I'm Big Nate Danger. Follow us. We may follow you back. We'll see what happens. But this is a 5. It's the Valdieu Beer de Abbaye
Valdieu.
Abdu beer.
From St.
It's an
Barb-
Abbey style. It's 7% ABV, and I mean it
Nice.
looks traditional and
St.
old.
Barnabas Watou. Watau, maybe mispronounced, possibly.
All right. Well, our little Brewsday Tuesday is
Done.
done.
In the bag.
We'll be back again next week. What are we doing?
We're gonna do Brooklyn Brewery. It's Black History Month.
All right. I like it. Next week, Brewsday Tuesday.
Unless we kick that back a week and do Valentine's Day.
Oh,
We'll
that's-
decide
that's
the next
true.
day or two.
We're making it up as we go,
There you
in
go.
case you haven't figured it out.